The worries of life can be burdensome when we rely on our own strength. So how do we persevere through hardships without breaking down? The key is to rely on God's strength. Philippians 4:13 says, "I can do all things through him who strengthens me." God isn't asking us to fight our battles, he's only asking us to be still and trust that he's got this. We know we are leaning on our own strength when we find ourselves exhausted and worn out. God never intended us to live this way. He wants us to enjoy his presence and not live in anxiousness no matter what we face. Please like and subscribe as you watch today's video. Good morning, Mercy. How was your weekend? Mine was exciting. I can't wait to share the news with you. The weekend was satisfying. I thank God for everything. Tell me the news. Did you hear that the boss proposed Christine to be his personal assistant? And she's already received an appointment letter? New, you don't say. When did this happen? They've not announced it yet, but as I told you, I have info that it's already happened. Let's wait and see whether they'll announce it today or pin it in the notice board. I wonder what criteria they use in this office to promote people. I have been holding the same post for 6 years now, no promotion, no recognition, no salary increment. My sister, if you ask me, we have to look for ways to get noticed, otherwise we'll retire with no pension. That is very true, Ida. You always have great ideas, we'll talk about them over a cup of coffee. Let's settle down before we get warning letters. You know the boss is always keeping tabs on us over the CCTV. How can I forget that? See you later, gallons. Judgmental attitudes often grow from an individual's own insecurities and low self-esteem. People may find it easier to criticize others as a way to divert attention from their own flaws. This behavior serves as a coping mechanism, providing control over their insecurities. Matthew 7 verse 1-5 says, "Do not judge, so that you may not be judged. For the judgment you give will be the judgment you get, and the measure you give will be the measure you get. Why do you see the speck in your neighbor's eye, but do not notice the log in your own eye? You hypocrite, first take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye." I have been thinking a lot since we last spoke, and I realized the time is not on our side. It's either we take action now or action takes us over. Come on, Ida, don't speak in tongues. Make me understand what you mean. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. Someone is gonna steal you one day in broad daylight, my dear friend. Are you calling me stupid? Cut that. What I mean is that I spoke to a friend of mine who referred me somewhere. I'll go see this powerful woman who can just make our dreams come true. Are you sure that is the right thing to do, Ida? But I thought you were a Christian? Why can't you just work hard and wait on the Lord you claim to love, then company will finally reward you when your time comes? I'm not going to sit and wait. It's been more than 6 years already and nobody has even bought me candy for being punctual. Let's wait and see what happens. Isaiah 25 verse 4 says, "For thou hast been a strength to the poor, a strength to the needy in his distress, a refuge from the storm, a shadow from the heat, when the blast of the terrible ones is as a storm against the wall. I am helpless, the Lord will understand my situation. I surrender, I'll be waiting to see what happens, then maybe you can also take me there after your success. Trust me now, I'm a big gal and knows how these things work. Before long I'll be driving my own car and living in a big apartment. I won't forget you, my friend, you were always there for me." Ada walked into the dimly lit room, the scent of incense thick in the air. The spiritualist, an elderly woman with piercing eyes, sat behind a table cluttered with mysterious objects. Ada took a deep breath and approached her. "I understand you seek a promotion at work." "Yes, I really need this promotion. I've been working so hard, but it feels like I'm always overlooked," Ida replied with a trembling voice, and the spiritualist nodded knowingly. She reached under the table and brought out a small, ornate container. "I can help you, but you must follow my instructions precisely. This powder has the power to influence those around you. When you are going to see your boss, apply a small amount of it on yourself. It will enhance your presence and make your boss more favorable towards you. But there is one crucial condition. You must keep this powder in a secret place where no one else can see it. If anyone else opens this container, the consequences will be dire. You will lose your mind. Ida shivered at the warning but nodded resolutely. The spiritualist handed her the container, and Ida felt a strange energy emanating from it. I understand. I'll be careful. Ida left the spiritualist's abode, clutching the container tightly. She followed the instructions diligently, and soon, she noticed her boss's attitude towards her changing. He started acknowledging her hard work and even praised her in meetings. Weeks passed, and one day, Ida was called into her boss's office.
Ida, we've been reviewing your performance, and we're pleased to offer you a promotion. And this position comes with a company car, house and security. Congratulations.
Thank you, boss. I'm so happy. When do the changes take effect?
I forgot to tell you. This take place immediately. Just go to the HR office and process all those things we've talked about.
Overwhelmed with joy, Ida thanked her boss and left the office, her heart soaring. She had finally achieved what she wanted. But the warning of the spiritualist never left her mind. She kept the powder hidden, always ensuring no one else knew of its existence. The memory of the spiritualist's words echoed in her mind. The day someone else apart from you opens the container, you will run mad. Ida knew she had to protect her secret at all costs. Her success and sanity depended on it. My friend, I heard the great news. Congratulations on your achievement. At last you are the manager. Thanks, Mercy. I have to say, my quick thinking really paid off this time. I saw the opportunity and grabbed it. Now, I'm gonna live the life I've always dreamed of. Look at me driving. Whoever thought I'll drive a car in this life? That's amazing. Just promise me you won't forget about me when you're mingling with the bosses and living the high life. Of course not, Mercy. You've been there for me through everything. I could never forget you. In fact, this calls for a celebration. Let's do it. Why don't you stay over for the weekend? My new house is really big, and we can have that little party we spoke about earlier to celebrate my promotion and success together. That sounds amazing, Ida. I'd love to stay over. It's been a while since we had a good celebration. Perfect. We can catch up, relax, and maybe even invite a few friends over. It's going to be a blast. I'm so excited. I'll pack my bags and be there Friday evening. Anything specific you want me to bring? Just yourself and your great energy. But if you have any favorite drinks or snacks, feel free to bring those too. Ida's living room buzzed with laughter and music as the party hit its stride. The soft glow of string lights illuminated the space, casting a warm, inviting atmosphere over the gathering. Ida, a radiant smile on her face, moved through the room, chatting with friends and making sure everyone was having a great time. Mercy, holding a colorful cocktail, was in the middle of an animated conversation with a couple of friends near the snack table. She glanced over at Ida, catching her eye and raising her glass in a cheerful toast. Ida grinned back, feeling a rush of pride and joy. It's been so long since I had a great time like this. Let's enjoy like there is not tomorrow.
Ida, this is amazing. You really know how to throw a party.
Thanks, Alex. I'm so glad you could make it. As the evening wore on, the music grew louder and the dance floor more crowded. Mercy pulled Ida into the dance circle, and together they laughed and danced, lost in the rhythm of the moment. Their friends cheered them on, creating an impromptu dance-off that had everyone clapping and cheering. Eventually, the party began to wind down. People started to gather their things, thanking Ida for the fantastic evening. Ida stood by the door, hugging each guest goodbye, her heart full. When the last of the guests had left, Mercy flopped onto the couch with a satisfied sigh. That was incredible, Ida. You really outdid yourself. I couldn't have done it without all of you. This was truly a team effort. To great friends and unforgettable nights. To us. Mercy excused herself to use the bathroom, eager to wash off her makeup and freshen up before bed. She entered the bathroom, turning on the light and glancing around. As she opened the cabinets in search of a face cleanser, a unique-looking bottle caught her eye. Curiosity got the better of her, and she picked it up, examining the intricate design and strange symbols etched into the glass. Ida had kept it there, planning to come keep it safe later, but had forgotten. Unbeknownst to Mercy, This bottle contained a protection powder for Ida. She had been explicitly warned never to open it, as doing so could have dire consequences. Ignorant of its purpose, Mercy twisted the cap off. The moment the seal was broken, an eerie sensation filled the air. In the living room, Ida, who had been calm and composed, suddenly snapped. Her eyes widened, and she began to rant incoherently. Mercy heard her outburst and ran to see what was happening. She couldn't believe her eyes. Yes, she had known that Ida had done something to get the promotion, but she didn't expect it to have such consequences and so soon. She had not even enjoyed the promotion for long. Early on Saturday morning and the streets are bustling with activity. People are going about their day, absorbed in their routines, when suddenly Ida appears. She's running wildly, her clothes torn and disheveled, her hair a mess. Her eyes are wide with a strange mix of excitement and mania as she shouts at the top of her lungs. Her outburst shocked everyone present. It was as if Ida had been possessed, revealing secrets she had kept hidden. Panic spread through the community as they watched her unravel, realizing the gravity of what she had unknowingly unleashed by using dark powers instead of relying on God.
I did it. I used my charm. He couldn't resist. The promotion is mine. Look at me now, I am the new regional manager with my own personal driver and the big house to myself.
Ida yells, drawing confused and concerned looks from passers-by. A woman pushing a stroller quickly pulls her child closer and hurries away, while a group of teenagers stop in their tracks, exchanging puzzled glances. An older man sitting on a bench watches with a furrowed brow, his newspaper forgotten in his lap.
Ida, what are you doing?
A voice calls out. Turns out it's her friend Sarah, who has just stepped out of a nearby cafe. She rushes over to Ida, her face a mix of worry and disbelief. Ida's laughter is loud and unrestrained. She twirls around, nearly colliding with a lamppost, but she doesn't seem to notice.
What happened to you? Why are you dressed like this? I showed them all. My boss, he didn't stand a chance. I charmed my way to the top. Ida, listen to me. You need to calm down. Let me take you home and we'll talk about this. You don't understand, Sarah. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I made it happen. Me.
But Ida shakes her off, her smile fading for a moment as she looks directly into Sarah's eyes. Her voice rises again, filled with a manic energy. Just then, a police car pulls up to the curb, and two officers step out. One of them approaches carefully. Sarah looks at the officers, her expression pleading. After briefly conversing with them, Sarah goes with them as they take Ida to the hospital. She's later transferred to the mental facility for further treatment. In your Christian life, always depend on God for everything. Avoid seeking advice from worldly friends or admiring their lifestyle to the point of mimicking their actions to achieve similar results. Trust in God's plan and wisdom, and seek counsel from fellow believers who share your values. Maintain your Christian strength to maintain your relationship with God. By depending on Him and avoiding worldly influences, you can live a life that reflects your faith and commitment to His teachings. The book of Proverbs 3 verse 5 and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight."